found that with depression, one of the most important things you could realize is that you're not alone. You're not the first to go through it. You're not gonna be the last to go through it. And oftentimes it happens. You feel like you're alone, and you feel like it's only you, and you're in your bubble. And I wish I had someone at that time who could just pull me aside and, hey, it's gonna be okay. It'll be okay. So I wish I knew that. Just gotta remember, hold on to that fundamental quality of faith. Have faith. And on the other side of your pain is something good. After about a month and a half of staying in that little apartment and cleaning, I got a phone call from the head coach of the team who cut me, the head coach of the Calgary Stampeders. He called me and he said, hey, I know we cut you, but I'd like you to come back. I said, okay, I appreciate that, coach. Thank you very much. I'll think about it. And he said, okay, great. I hung up the phone, and my dad said, you're gonna do it, right? I said, no, I don't think so. I think I'm done with that. And he goes, what? I said, my gut tells me I'm done. He said, what are you gonna do? I took a deep breath. I said, I'd like to get into the business. He said, what business? I said, the wrestling business. He said, you are throwing it all away. It is the worst mistake you will ever make. He said, you're ruining your career. I said, maybe I'll be no good. But I feel like in my heart I have to do this. And I either need you to train me or need you to not train me. My dad rose to the occasion. He said, I'll train you. And it wound up being one of the greatest chapters in my life. I wanted to entertain. When I was 8 years old, I thought I was a combination of these guys. I thought I was a combination of Chuck Norris, Richard Pryor, Harrison Ford, and Rocky Balboa, and Harrison Ford from Indiana Jones. So I was like all these guys and Elvis Presley too, at 8, right?
Pretty lofty ambition.
Yes, exactly. So I knew at that time when I was 8, I wanted to be an entertainer, and I loved the idea of that and what it meant. And when I was 8, I saw Indiana Jones for the first time, and I loved that character. Like, wow, that guy was so heroic, and he kicked ass, and he... I get up at crazy hours, whether it's 3 o'clock in the morning, by the way, when we were talking in London, I was getting up at 3 because I had to be on set by 7. So whatever time my call time is, and I tell this to studios and directors and our producers, whatever time my call time, so my call time is at 7, then you back your clock up 4 hours, and then that's when I get up, and I'll train twice. I'll get my cardio in and breakfast, and then I'll go hit the weights. Clanging and banging, we call it. Jack and iron.
But like, what time do you go to bed? I mean, you might shoot really late at night.
I'm averaging, on a movie, I'll average probably about 5 hours of sleep.
Okay.
Yes, I get up super early. Generally, I have this thing where I like beating the sun up, not just in terms of before the sun comes up, I have to get up. How do I do it? It's just important to find balance, and I try and do things really that I really enjoy doing. And a lot of times, it's like in life, right? Life brings like drama, and you got to deal with this person and a funky relationship here, and all these things. You try and just kind of balance them out as best I can. I got a great team around me, by the way, who really, really helps me well and allows for me to come in and work 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day, get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, send out an Instagram video where I'm talking to my cardio machine like a crazy maniac. So yeah, it requires a lot of people around me.
I knew I wanted to be something, and it was important to me to be something. It was important to me that I didn't fail. But by the way, and if I did fail, at least what was also important was the lesson. And I didn't realize that until I got older, because when you're in it, you're in the grind, you don't really recognize those things when you're younger, but I could recognize them now and the importance of them now. And just in terms of the drive and the determination, a lot of it was experience too. Get your ass kicked, you get back up, and you put the gloves back on and you swing away. I remember I had great angst every night before I went out because I was not able to be myself.
Sensation of the year. Rocky Maivia, Intercontinental Champion, and yes,
My very first WrestleMania, the biggest show of the year, the Super Bowl of wrestling.
it's not just all luck, is it? Well, this is Rocky.
That night, 20,000 fans started chanting Rocky sucks. It was a sobering moment, and that was the beginning of the end of my initial run in the WWE. A few weeks later, I tore a tendon in my knee, and I was out for the rest of the summer. And I came to the realization before I went back that it wasn't me, personally, that they didn't like. It was that I wasn't being me. I wasn't being real. I wasn't being authentic. Who is this guy in wrestling who's smiling when he's getting beat? A few weeks later, I got a call from the WWE and I spoke to Vince McMahon. He said, when you come back, we could continue to shove you down people's throats, or we could turn you heel because they want to boo you anyway. I said, I think it's a great idea. And I said, before we get off the phone, I have one request. I said, when I come back and we go live, I just need 2 minutes live, me talking to the audience live. 2 minutes is all I'm asking. He said, okay, you got it. A couple of weeks later, I came back. We were on live TV. I grabbed the microphone. Fans were already booing. They started chanting, Rocky sucks.
In arenas across the country, I heard chants of Rocky sucks.
I said, I may be a lot of things,
Well, Rocky Maivia is a lot of things,
but sucks isn't one of them.
but sucks isn't one of them.
In that moment, The Rock was born. And about a month later, I was the hottest heel in the company. And things were on fire. And the greatest lesson about that is be you. Be yourself. Whether it's in entertainment, whether it's out in public, whether you're a celebrity or not, whatever. And the most powerful thing you can be is yourself.
Goal, this is my 10th year of acting. The goal
Yeah.
was always to work in, and I started in the action genre.
Yeah.
I love action, and I love kicking ass. But the goal was to become a better actor, and so for me, in order for me to do that, I had to work in all different genres.
Sure.
I wanted to explore family movies, comedies, action comedies, family comedies, mix drama into as well. So that was important to me, was just to get better.